This is you. Well, not exactly you. More like a very distant, hairier, smellier version of you. Meet your ancestor, a creature that spent most of its time trying not to get eaten. And yet, somehow, against every possible odd, that thing evolved into you, a modern human who complains about slow Wi-Fi and overpriced coffee. So how did we get from cave dirt to skyscrapers, from grunting to TikTok? Buckle up, because this is the ridiculously brief history of humanity. Number 1. The survival lottery, 2 million to 200,000 years ago. About 2 million years ago, our early ancestors, the Homo gang, were just apes with ambition. They learned to use rocks to smash things, which made them feel like gods. Fire? Eventually, they figured that out too, probably by accident. Somewhere, one brave idiot poked a lightning strike and thought, "Hey, this hurts, but also makes my dinner taste better." Then came Homo erectus, smarter, stronger, walked fully upright, and probably the first to realize that eating raw meat was a bad idea. By around 200,000 years ago, Homo sapiens, that's us, appeared. We weren't the biggest, the strongest, or the fastest, but we were the best at teamwork and storytelling. If you could convince your tribe that a bunch of rocks were sacred, congrats, you just invented religion. Number 2. The age of farming, 10,000 BCE. For most of history, humans were professional nomads, walking, hunting, freezing, starving, repeat. Then someone said, "What if we stopped moving and made food come to us?" Boom. Agriculture was born. We planted wheat, domesticated animals, and accidentally invented disease, tooth decay, and back pain. But with farming came villages, then towns, and eventually cities. We built walls to protect our grain, then built kings to protect the walls. Congratulations, humanity. You just invented taxes. Number 3. Civilization mode, 3000 BCE to 500 CE. Now that food was stable, people had free time, which they immediately used to argue about gods, invent writing, and build pyramids. Egyptians mastered architecture, Mesopotamians wrote the first receipts, and the Chinese invented bureaucracy and paper to complain about it on. Then came the Greeks, who loved asking why, so much they invented philosophy. Then the Romans, who loved conquering so much they invented plumbing. Seriously, they built aqueducts, roads, and a legal system. Then accidentally fell apart because of taxes, corruption, and lead pipes. Oops. Number 4. The Darkish Ages, 500 to 1500 CE. After Rome's dramatic exit, Europe took a nap, a 1,000-year nap full of wars, plagues, and religious arguments. Meanwhile, other parts of the world were thriving. The Islamic Golden Age brought algebra, astronomy, and coffee. China invented gunpowder and printing. Africa had rich empires like Mali and Great Zimbabwe. Europe finally woke up around 1347, just in time for the Black Death, which killed a third of the continent. But hey, at least rent went down. Number 5. The Age of Discovery, 1500 to 1800 CE. Then came the explorers, sailing across oceans, discovering lands already full of people, and bringing back spices, gold, and unfortunately, smallpox. Colonialism expanded empires and shrank indigenous populations. Not our proudest moment, but it happened. Then science started flexing. Copernicus said Earth isn't the center of the universe. Galileo proved it, got arrested. Newton dropped an apple, invented gravity. And suddenly, humans realized they could understand nature, not just fear it. Number 6. The Machine Menace, 1800 to 1950 CE. Enter the Industrial Revolution. The era where everything exploded, including population, pollution, and child labor. We invented steam engines, trains, electricity, and factory smoke. Then cars, planes, phones, and unfortunately, 2 world wars. The 20th century was a mess, but it gave us antibiotics, democracy, and the internet. Also, memes. So, mixed results. Number 7. The Digital Humans, 1950 to now. In just a few decades, we went from sending letters by horse to sending emojis from space. We split the atom, walked on the moon, and built machines that could outthink us? Well, sometimes. Now, billions of humans live longer, healthier lives than any generation before. We've connected the planet, cured diseases, and simultaneously invented doom-scrolling and self-doubt. Progress is messy, but it's still progress. So here you are, the result of 2 million years of chaos, courage, and caffeine. You are the living proof that survival isn't about perfection, it's about adaptation. From beetle-eating cavemen to Wi-Fi-dependent sapiens, we've come a long way. And the story of humanity? It's still being written, probably in the comments section.